want? Huh? Is this what you want? What kind of you got, Dad?
I'll fucking wait. Who wanna debate? Straight, let me cook. Fish frying while season and marinate. Every season, it's no reasoning, just unanimous decision. Smash the noti bell, and thanks to all subscriptions. Mama mentality, stop fouling me, I'm goated. Body shots got them folding. Every word they can quote it. Smoking bud, watching bud, smoke these niggas Mayweather with the defense, nothing short of genius. High step into the end zone like prime time, point me to the limelight, mic check, it's my time. The pod god every time I deliver. You're now tuned in to GOAT Thriller. I'm here to stay, all the chatter, y'all can dead it. Let's start the show. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. Dinging on them. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
I'm the best ever. There's
I
never been
fucking
anybody
wait.
better. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
Yeah, I said it. Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every last one of y'all hit that like or dislike button. And please don't forget to put some Coach K Duke full court pressure on that sub button if you're new to the channel. And please don't forget to ring that noti bell so you could be notified via email each and every time your boy E Thriller, aka Hamrothstein, aka GOAT Thriller, aka the motherfucking Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words on the sport of boxing whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gentlemen of the Wolfpack, welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on my YouTube account. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on my Facebook account. Shout out to each and every last one of y'all for watching this live stream podcast on my Twitter account, my Twitch account, and shout out to all my motherfucking TikTokers. Salute! The GOAT is back up in the building, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and throw some threes in the chat if y'all can hear what the fuck I'm saying right now. I wait. I will fucking wait. Because, ladies and gentlemen of the Wolfpack, tonight is the night. It is fight night between Canelo Saul Alvarez and Jermell the Iron Man Charlo. Undisputed versus undisputed. And y'all already know we can't watch this fight before I do a motherfucking breakdown with my boxing historian, the nigga that knows absolutely way more about the sport of boxing than I can ever know, in Mosquito Spray, aka Eddy Atlas. We are just waiting for him to click this motherfucking link so he can come on and give us a full prognostication and a breakdown of what may or may not take place on both sides of the spectrum, because you know we're gonna keep it very fair and unbiased on my channel. Yeah, I said it and I didn't stutter. So let me just say this, man, before he get on here. Tonight's fight, man, this is not a fight that I was really too much excited for, because I wasn't really asking for this fight. I wanted my guy Canelo Alvarez to be facing a guy like David Benavidez at the moment, because I just feel like that fight is well over marinated. But so is this motherfucking fight, because this was a fight that was really supposed to happen about maybe 4 to 5 years ago. But a lot of people felt like Canelo Alvarez was ducking the black fighters like Jermell Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, Jamal Charlo, God bless him. You feel what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. So now that Canelo has shown up at the PBC, he got this, I think, what is it, 3-fight deal over $100 million. Now he said, you know what? I won't smoke with Jermell because you've been popping all this shit. And hold on, y'all. Stop the presses. Stop the motherfucking presses. Shout out to my guy, Eddy Atlas, a.k.a. Mosquito Spray. You're live on the chat with the Wolfpack. Talk to me, bro. What's popping? Eddy Atlas, I think you're on mute, my guy.
Oh, shit, you got me now?
There you go. Oh, man, you sound crispy. How are you, my kind sir?
Good, E3. How you doing this evening?
Hey man, I'm fired up, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was just telling the chat, I really wasn't asking for this fight. I really wasn't in the fighting spirit. But now that fight night has arrived, and it's a pretty good damn undercard, might I add. Hey man, I'm looking forward to this fight, Mosquito. What about yourself?
Yeah, definitely, man. You know, this is my other favorite fighter, man, along with Crawford.
Likewise.
So
Yep.
I can't wait. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. So let's get right into it because I know your roll tide is about to play at 8 o'clock. So we're gonna get in and get out like a stick up. So let me ask you this, Mosquito. If you're Derrick James and Jermell Charlo coming into this fight, what are some of the weaknesses of a Canelo Alvarez that you can maybe exploit to your advantage in order to win this fight? Break that down for the people in the chat in the playback.
His you know, he don't have the fastest of feet when it comes to cutting off the ring. You know, if you can stay ahead of him and keep him picking up his feet and trying to turn them and stuff and stay ahead of him that way. Also, he comes, you know, he here of late, you know, especially since, you know, in recent times, he comes forward behind that high guard, you know, waiting to catch and shoot and make slipping, throw shots out, you know, counter shots off and misses and things like that. He is susceptible to jabs. Jabs are able to get through, you know, a guard, a la Triple G, a la my man Bevo. And also, you know, you know, that's really, you know, you gotta your footwork, you gotta either be very active like Bevo, or you gotta be composed. Yeah, it takes composure to do what's required, man. And you gotta keep them behind the sticks. You know what I'm saying? You know, keep them, you know, stay behind your jab, move, hoping that he would, you know, start to fade a little bit in the middle round like he usually does around, you know, somewhere between around 5 or 6, you know, but then he gets that second win around 9 or 10.
Right.
You know, and he's usually come on strong in the championship rounds, you know, if it goes that long or whatever. But that's really, man, that's as far as, you know, where Charlo can find an advantage. You know, he has a good jab when he does use it. He has a very good jab. You know, he's similar to his brother. They're a very good 1-2 fighter.
Right.
They have very good sticks, and he has the reach advantage. And you know, I believe he has the fast feet as long as his conditioning is up to par. So he would have to move. You know, so you know, you can't get it into no exchanges with Canelo. I wouldn't recommend that at all.
That's the part that I'm worried about Jermell, because he has this macho man, the chip on his shoulder attitude at all fucking times. And granted, he's got him to this point, Mosquito, but I don't think you want to go into this ring tonight and try to get into an inside exchange or hook him with a hooker like a Canelo Alvarez. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree, man. And it's just it's a lot of things that you're going to be cautious of. You know what I'm saying? And Derrick James is going to be very important tonight. You have to be able to coach, because it's going to come some time we got to coach him through some things tonight.
I was going to ask you about that, bro. That was my next question. Based off of that last putrid performance that we just seen from Anthony Joshua and Earl Spence. Yeah, I said it. What is Derrick James' mentality tonight? What is he going to be saying in that corner in between rounds, Mosquito, in your honest opinion?
Man, hopefully, for Jermell's sake, he's telling them, you know, to stay behind your jab, fight smart, and don't get emotional out there. Because Jermell Charlo kind of fights the way his personality is. You know, he's real emotional,
right?
And he kind of fights tight. Also, kind of, if you think of, like, if you compare like a Floyd Mayweather to like the Mayweather De La Hoya fight, for him, that fight specifically. You had Mayweather, who was more relaxed, fluid with his actions, but then you had De La Hoya, who was, you know, jaws clenched and fist clenched tight the whole time, trying to throw everything harder.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, he wanted it too much. Yep.
And that will wear you down faster than as opposed to relaxing and staying calm and composed. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a big deal. Another thing, man, I'm not sure it's gonna work in his favor. I understand Charlo's bigger frame man and all that, but he came in at 67.5, just like Canelo did. Right. I was thinking Charlo should have came in maybe 63, 64, 65, you know, where he would still have his speed, because even though he's a big man or whatever, now tonight he's going to probably be weighing about 75 to 80 in that range. he gotta carry that weight around tonight when he's doing all this moving and you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Is he used to doing that? You know, as opposed to when he was at 54, you know, fight night, let's say he probably 65 or 70, you know what I'm saying? So that might play a role too, because you got to think basically like he'll be if he has just think of it like he has on 5 pound ankle weight on each ankle. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing this moving around.
Right. And I think that's going to be the key to this fight. He's going to have to stay on his bicycle. And, you know, at times he may have to dig down because let's be honest, Canelo is one of those fighters that's going to put that mental and physical pressure on you. And at some point in this fight, Mosquito, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but I feel like it's highly likely that Canelo is going to pin this man against the ropes, a la Brian Castano fight, part 1. You feel what I'm saying? And we saw that at times, Jermell Charlo was trying to exchange. He got caught in between punches. Now, granted, shout out to my dog, Big Mark, who educated me on something. I stand corrected. Charlo is a phenomenal counterpuncher. He does tend to throw shots at times that you don't see. I did my homework. Shout out to you, Big Mark. You were absolutely 1,000% correct. However, I just think he struggles on the inside, Mosquito. That's just one of his weaknesses. And he don't look very comfortable fighting on the inside. And I think that's going to be problematic going up against a body snatcher like a Canelo Alvarez.
I agree. I strongly agree. Yeah, he does not look comfortable on the inside. And yeah, he lands counter shots and everything, but it's kind of you want me to go on and get into what
that was pretty much the next thing. Like, what are some of the aspects of Jermell Charlo game that a Canelo Alvarez and the Eddy Reynoso can exploit, you know, come tonight?
Now, I'll say this, man. You know, Canelo being my other favorite fight, I already seen plenty of him. But for Charlo, I watched 3 fights. I watched the second Harrison fight and both the Castano fights. And I noticed a few things, man. He in the Harrison fight, what he was doing now as a right-handed fighter, you know what I'm saying? If, say a man is throwing a right hand, you wanna move, get your head off the line, but you don't want to get your head off the line over to the right side and duck down because you're in line for the right hand. And that's very dangerous. And also, you can kind of similar to Spence, you can blind yourself. You know what I'm saying? Either when you do that, either you're looking up at your man or you're looking off to the side or at the floor. You know what I'm saying? And he got caught with some right hands by Harrison from doing that. Specific times he did that. He did it at the 37-second mark of round 1, the 8-second mark of round 1, and the minute 25 mark of round 3. And another thing he did in that fight, he didn't move his head and got caught just flat out with right hands. And he does this thing, man, where you mentioned the counters, right? So what he'll do, like say for instance, like Canelo, like the catch and shoot technique, where you know you got your guard up, you catch the man, you let the man throw a shot, like how Crawford caught Spencer that last hook that started the end of it. You know, you have to be composed, you have to be patient to do that. You have to trust your fundamentals because you got your gloves up, you letting this man, you land a shot, then you come back immediately as his hands are coming back. You know what I'm saying? Especially if his hands are coming back low, you'll land your shot. Now. What Jermell does, he does this all the time. It's like he gets impatient. He won't keep his glove up and let the man land the shot. He'll already start throwing his shot, and it comes out basically where he's trading hooks or whatever shot he's throwing with his man. Now he did that with Harrison. It was a point where his hands were down and Harrison landed the right hand. It was a 20-second mark of round 2, and Charlo, the warrior in him. He threw his shot, and that was the point where he dropped Harrison in the second round in that fight. So that he dropped Harrison, and then he did the same thing again in at the 27-second mark of round 8. He got caught with the right hand, whatever. He when he catches and shoots, when he counters, he's actually he's taking their shot, and his is harder. That's what he's been doing at 54. He in the first Castano fight, he did the same thing. And of all the fights, of all 3 of those fights, the worst point that it cost him was the 10-second mark of round 3 with Castano. They basically, like I said, they ended up trading hooks because Jermell let his go too early. Right. And that was where The first one, Castano caught him and Jamel tried to play it off, but then about 5 seconds later, caught him another, and that's when he sat him down
he
on the
almost fell
ropes.
through the ropes. Yep.
Yeah.
I
So,
remember that exchange. Yep. That's a
yeah.
fact. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. Another thing he does, man, he throws himself off balance with his shot sometimes, trying to get to his man, you know, throwing him like that overhand right. In the second Harrison fight, he did at one time that it was most pronounced where you could see it. Now, the way I'm looking at it, I'm visualizing Canelo, standing across from him. In the Harrison fight, at the 26-second mark, around 6, he did that and missed the shot. Now, Canelo is going to, get his head off the line, and he's going to throw that left hook to the body, man. That basically a liver shot, which could end the fight.
Shot. Oh my God, yeah.
And Jamel, what he does then when he's uncomfortable on the inside, because what he's trying to do basically is get the fight back at distance, or he's throwing shots like that's borderline desperate power shots to get the man up off of him. And he'll even get to the point where he'll like rush to try to clinch, but he ducks down and gives up his height and everything, where he's a sucker for an uppercut and he's not protecting his body. You cannot do that with Canelo Alvarez. Man.
I was just about to say, to piggyback off of that point, Mosquito. Oh, that was such an eloquent point, might I add. Hey,
yeah.
He is going to be primed and ready to go to sleep experts. If he keep dipping down and ducking under punches, it's kind of similar to what Earl was doing with Terrence Crawford. And that's why he got caught behind the ear and kind of, got caught behind the head at times, because he kept ducking his fucking head. He didn't know how to get out of the way of the punches. I see Jermell Charlo making those exact same mistakes as Earl Spence in the fights against Castano and Harrison. You feel what I'm saying? And I think if you get caught with one of them right uppercuts coming from a Canelo Alvarez, that same uppercut that stopped the fight basically against Billy Joe Saunders, hey, man, he might be. Listen, I ain't gonna get my prediction just yet, but I just think he just has way too many weaknesses to beat a guy like Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion.
Yeah, and even the second Harrison fight, we all know Harrison was easily outboxing him and walking him down. And Harrison would throw that 1-2 over the top and bring that hook back to the body every time. Charlo's body is there to be hit. Castano was beating his body in the first fight.
Yes, he was.
Tough.
Yeah.
And Harrison was able to back him up due to him just being the superior boxer. Castano was able to back him up with his pressure and activity. I'm pretty sure Canelo Alvarez is going to put him on the ropes a few times in this fight. You know what I'm saying? And Charlo needs to keep the fight in the middle of the ring if he wants any chance at success. He is not, the ropes, the corners, any of that is not his wheelhouse tonight. He has to be in the middle of the ring. He has to keep Canelo on the end of his jab, and he has to hope his conditioning and legs hold up to be able to move and hopefully pile up points or whatever, keep the fight even, and hope Canelo fades down the stretch.
Yep.
And it's going, like I said, it's going to take patience. And because if you look at Canelo, if you look at you got 3 guys that now I'm gonna say 3 because there was another guy I thought beat him. That was Lara. You got Bebo, Mayweather, and Lara. And the thing they all had in common was they was able to consistently move when they needed to and keep Canelo off balance. They landed what they needed to, and they got to where they wanted, back where they wanted to be. Bebo, he was a little more active because he was a bigger man. He was able to stand there and throw the 5-6 point combinations. Larry and Mayweather were throwing 1-2 at a time and getting away before Canelo could respond. And that takes, like I said, patience, composure. You know what I'm saying? And you cannot make mistakes. You cannot have mental lapses. Charlo, and if you look at the second Castano fight, round 8, the 207 mark, laser jab, caught with a flush right hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, hey, I think that's gonna be the punch of the night for Canelo. A lot of people think it's gonna be the body shot with the left hook to the liver, which I do think is gonna be an asset in this fight. But I think it's gonna be that overhand right, bro, because Charlo is susceptible to getting countered over the top of his jab. Because, like you just stated, he throws a lazy at times, and then that's when I think Canelo is gonna move his head, which he does it with the best of them in the sport of boxing. It come right over the top with either a looping overhand right or a straight right that Castano was landing all night long on Charlo, bro.
Yeah, that right hand, and then like I said, I think where the real problems come on the inside, man, in the close range.
Mhm.
And Charlo is, long to mid range is the only places he needs to be tonight. If Canelo gets inside on him, man,
It's over, bro. Because
yeah, it's
he
gonna
don't
get
he don't
ugly.
even look like he knows how to clinch on the inside.
Nah, I mean, he does, but to get into the clinch is the problem for him because he gets, like I said, he kind of how, like you said, Spence, he'll duck his head down and give up his height and
Mhm.
just be reaching out for the man, and his body is, you know what I'm saying. You have to get low and be protecting your body and your chin and all that when you're doing that, man. He's there to be hit. Canelo is a master of inside fight,
Mhm.
uppercuts, hooks, and just mixing things up, man. And and the other thing, man. I mean, yeah, it's kind of how we hear people saying, kind of how they were saying in July, oh, Charlo looks bigger. He looks bigger. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
But
Yep.
is he stronger than Canelo? Who's been in there with, Golovkin, Kovalov, Bivol, big men, big men, had them on the move. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like,
Yep. The whole fight.
so it's very interesting. But then also, when we think about Bebo, we think about the Ryder fight. Those are questions. The Ryder fight? We see Canelo, he get hit a little more than usual. Is he
Yep.
fading a little bit? Is he, is he kind of, is he there to be picked or whatever, to be picked off or whatever? Can Charlo outwork him? Can Charlo carry this power up to 68 since he looks more natural at the weight, or whatever? Because he didn't look like he bulked up. I mean, his body looked natural on the scale,
Yeah.
but I mean, again, is he used to being hit, by guys, like this? Canelo's been at 75. You know what I'm saying? His power, he had power at 75.
Mhm.
He detached Carlos Smith's freaking bicep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
this
Right.
dude is, and that's the other thing. Yeah, if he can't get to his rib cage and liver, I mean, his arms. You know what I'm saying? Like, Canelo, man, he gonna hit this cat everywhere.
Yep. Yep.
So it's,
And I noticed the pattern with Charlo too. Whenever he's on the defensive, what is the word I'm looking for? Like when he's in defense mode, he always circles to his left whenever he punches. He don't really like circling to the right and punching. I noticed that's another thing I noticed against Castano in part two.
yeah.
He had way more success punching, using his jab, circling left, opposed to circling right. And I think Canelo and Eddy Reynoso is going to pick up on that and force him to his right.
Yeah, and that's more natural for a right-handed fighter because you're gonna move to the side of your jab hand most of the time because if you think about it, if he's letting the combination go when he comes to the 1-2, if he veers one way or the other, he's gonna beat to the left. He's gonna
To the
lead
left.
with that jab and then bring it
Right.
right behind it. That's pretty much his money combination, either the 1-2 or the double jab right-handed. He's fast with it. But another thing with Charlo, man, because people confuse him being black with being slick. He's not a slick fighter. You
At
know what I'm
all.
saying? He's an athletic fighter and has speed or whatever, and power
And
from
power.
what we've seen.
Yep.
But he is not a slick fighter. He does not evade punches very well. On a consistent basis. Like I said, a lot of guys, he's just stronger than them. And when he is countering, he's still eating these guys' punch, and his is harder, and he's able to hurt them with his. And I saw this over and over in the Harrison fight and the Castano fight. Go look at those Castano fights when he hurt, the moments when he hurt Castano. He was getting touched. So even at the end when he landed the shot that when Castano had kind of delayed reaction where he
Yeah, he
fell in the
melted
second
like
fight.
ice cream on a Sunday. Yeah, he melted like that. Shit was crazy.
Yeah, what Jamel was doing again, he was uncomfortable. He came forward and I think it was a hook, he caught him with. But it's just he's not. It's not natural. He doesn't look natural on the inside. He does not look comfortable. He's trying to either get the guy off of him or he's trying to get back to the house. Where he can get some space. You don't. You won't see him like a James Toney or Bernard Hopkins where he's rolling shots and countering on the inside and staying there. He can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo is a guy that's going to make you do that. When he get inside, he plants those feet. And he's gonna start working, man. And Charlo's natural, MO is to throw back. And man, I just don't think it's wise to get no damn shootout on the inside with Canelo Alvarez.
I don't think so either, bro. I think he gonna end up getting hurt in between a shot. And I got him getting stopped, man. Let's just go ahead and let me give my prediction real quick before we get the people what they came for, which is your prediction. I got Canelo Alvarez stopping him within rounds 8. I got him getting stopped in round 8. I just think that straight right hand is going to be on the money. I think the body attack is going to be crazy. And I hope you're sitting down for this, Mosquito. I think Canelo Alvarez is going to bring his jab back this fight. I think he's going to out jab the jabber.
Yeah,
I got Canelo winning this fight pretty easily, bro. I don't see this fight being competitive at all. I don't see it. What's your prediction on this fight, Mosquito?
Yeah, I got my actual money is on 9 or 10, and I think it's going to be that catch and shoot situation is going to start the trouble. The hook, off that left hook, man, and I just don't see Jamel being able to compose himself for 12 rounds or however long he needs to keep this guy at bay and to keep this fight at a distance. I from what I've seen with him, like I said, he fights the way he acts, emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Too emotional. Yep.
And then also, when they get round 5, 6, 7, and he start hearing that crowd, Canelo. He ain't seen this before. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an event, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't fought on this level. That's the other part of it. You seen him at the press conference. I mean, he ain't talking big shit. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He's saying I'm a lion or whatever, but he ain't, acting like a ass like he usually do. You know what I'm saying? And because he might be a little caught up in the moment, man. I think Canelo believe he is. He can say all these little cool lines and all this, and you undisputed at 54. That's cute. But you in there with a guy who done beat all kind of world champions, face all kind of styles. This man got more knockouts and you got fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm talking about this man is literally in a discussion with Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., Salvador Sanchez, and others as the greatest guy to ever come from his country. And that's saying something. The rich boxing history from Mexico. That's nothing to sneeze at. And he's he's in that conversation for a reason, man. And also the other thing, man, all these years he been hearing these motherfuckers say, "Oh, Canelo this, sentiment that, we want him." He been hearing all that shit. Him, man, from Jamel and his brother. He carrying all that shit into the ring with him tonight. And I think he got a point to prove. And Jamal's gonna be there, and I think that's a good thing. He need to see this. And I think somebody, either the ref gonna have to save Jamel or he gonna crumble from a goddamn left hook.
Hey, I was gonna ask you about that, bro, because we just saw what happened to Earl Spence in July, right? If Derrick James is put in another position in a tough spot, because it seems to me, I ain't trying to start nothing, but he just appears to be a little bit more closer with Jamel than Earl Spence, in my honest opinion, especially off of that interview I just watched a couple of minutes ago. But that's another show for another day. But anyway, if it comes a point in time in this fight to where Canelo is just wailing on him, right? Do you think Derrick James he's going to be able to put his ego to the side to throw in that towel on Jamel? Or do you think he'll just let the ref save him like he did with Earl Spence?
He may, but you gotta remember the other Western man gonna be there too. He might jump up there with Juan Guzman. He might jump up there and save him.
Yeah.
And it's just Jamel, man. I just think I don't think he's built for this tonight. You know what I'm saying? He's up against the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy has been reigning. He's used to this. You know what I'm saying? He's the king of boxing. Crawford just whooped Spence and all that. And he has creative control over his career now. And you got Tyson Fury and all these guys, Tank Davis. They call themselves the fake, but this is the real one. This is the guy. This is the king of fucking boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that man had 48,000 people watching on Showtime yesterday at that weigh-in. If there was ever any doubt as to who the king of boxing, hey man, yesterday he put that shit to bed, Mosquito. It's still Canelo, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is the top of the top, man, and it ain't just, he ain't just surviving on his name. He's going in there doing his thing, man, and I don't see this being any different. Yeah, it might be some intense moments early because Jamel does. You know what I mean? He might have carried the time over. It might be some, Canelo might have to be a little careful, but I think he's going to get to this guy, man. Just over the rounds with the body work, because it's there to be taken, man. Jamel is vulnerable to the body, man. He is not composed on the inside, where Canelo is superior, where he is a master at. You know what I'm saying? And everything, his weakness is playing the Canelo's strengths, kind of almost similar in that way to the Crawford and Spence, where it's a bad style matchup in that way because Jamel is not. From what he has shown me, unless he's going to magically turn over a different leaf tonight, and box his way to some decision or something.
Yeah.
I just don't see him be able to do that shit for 12 rounds. If he couldn't keep Castano off of him, if he couldn't keep goddamn Tony Harrison from walking him down, I don't think he's gonna keep Canelo Alvarez from walking them down.
And that is right there. I'm picking Canelo Alvarez to win this fight, bro. I just feel like he's not fleet of foot. He's not going to have enough power to keep Canelo off of him. I don't think he has a better chin than Canelo. I don't think he has a better hook, overhand right. I don't think he does anything better than Canelo Alvarez, bro. To simply sum this shit up, Mosquito. He don't do nothing better than Canelo, bro.
Nah, he don't, man. And then some of this stuff, man. And the other thing, Canelo ain't the only one that got to worry about fading in the later rounds. Jamel fades also. That's another thing I saw in those 3 fights, man. He fades about round 7 or 8. He starts fading a little bit. Yeah, he's still keeping himself together. He's still one thing I give him credit for. He does, you know, like when he throws the shot, if he throws the jab, he does keep his right hand up to protect his face and things like that. But there are times where he slips. You know what I'm saying? He forgets, especially when he gets on the inside and starts trading. Like I said, he does that. He gets impatient with that catch and shoot, and then he gets to the point. He's basically trading shots. Who mine is harder than yours? He better not do that with Canelo Alvarez. The fight may end abruptly if he does that.
Hey, man, I got him getting stopped, bro, going to sleep experts, whatever you want to call it. I just think Eddy Reynoso, Canelo is going to be too much, too smart, too slick. I think they're going to be the slicker fighter in that ring. And I think Charlo is on the stage. He ain't used to. He got a lot of shit going on outside of the ring with his brother, which I don't like that whole situation. I ain't really going to talk about that. I don't agree with nothing that Jamel been doing with that situation. And then, you know, he got this whole shit that, you know, he been saying about Canelo for years, and now he ain't really been standing on what he been saying for the past 5 to 10 years, Mosquito. To me, that lets me know you got shaky energy, bro.
The other thing we can't forget about it, what, like 16 months of inactivity you coming off of?
I think it's 17 months, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody dropped something in the chat and correct your boy Go Thriller, but I think it's 16 to 17 months. You're absolutely correct. Off of a hand injury at that.
Yeah, so do we trust his hand? You know what I'm saying?
Hell, man, I really do.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's up with these PBC guys with these long layoffs and stuff, man. But shit,
Al Heyman, man. Al Heyman, bro. He setting these dudes up because at the end of the day, that nigga is all about making that money. And as you can see, he's willing to put Jermell Charlo on a platter and serve him up to a Canelo, knowing that good and goddamn well is going to be ring rust. We just seen it happen with Errol Spence. So why would you turn around and do the same? Now, granted, Jermell is a grown-ass man. He probably wanted the payday. They want the payday. I get it. But at the same time, if you're looking out for your fighter's best interest, a guy that's been with you from day one, Al Heyman, in the PBC, Tim Smith, Tom Brown, so on and so forth, why would you put him in this position? It doesn't make sense. He should have been advised to take a tune-up with Zoo or somebody and then move up to fight Canelo in his second fight with the PBC. But hey, man, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Hey, then this is actually a good ass card, man. Like all the way through. It's a great
card. You know what fight I'm looking forward to, bro? The Jesus Ramos and what's the nigga name? Erickson Lubin. I got Ramos winning that fight, bro. How do you feel about that fight?
Yeah, Ramos ain't no joke.
He the real deal, bro. The last time I saw him fight, hey man, that boy can box, bro.
Yeah, and he got a victory over the dude that stopped Fondora too, Mendoza.
Oh yeah, okay, I ain't know that.
Yeah, Lubin looked good and he stopped Luis Everest or whatever, but Lubin, man, he's chinny. He done showed himself to be chinny, you know what I'm saying? And
I don't trust him.
Yeah, so it's gonna be good as long as it lasts. But yeah, it could.
Is he still working with Kevin Cunningham?
I think so, man. I think he is.
Cunningham. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, you know Cunningham like them southpaws, man. But it's gonna be a good. Yeah, that's a good one. Even Ugas and Barrios is a little interesting. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's kind of like
going.
It's 50-50, man, because you don't know what Ugas got left. You know, coming off that Spence fight, and back from injury and stuff. And then Barrios, is he, is he what is he really at welterweight? We seen him with Keith Thurman, his only fight
he
really at
got brutally
welterweight.
beat up in that fight. That nigga knows he was like something off of Avatar after that fight. Keith Thurman beat the shit out of him. Granted, he didn't stop him, but he beat him the fuck up.
Yeah, but I think he hurt Thurman a couple of times to the body or something like that during the fight.
I think he did. He did hurt Thurman a couple of times, but yeah, Thurman was able to sustain the attack. But yeah, wasn't that his last fight, Mario Barrios? Let me pull up his box rec. His last fight was against Giovanni Santiago. Pardon me. My apologies in the chat. That was in February 11th, 2023. Okay, my bad. And he fought
47 also.
Yeah, that was at 147. Yeah.
Okay, so he had two fights.
Broner had fought at one point.
That's that fight. I still ain't seen that fight. That's that fight people thought Broner lost, wasn't it?
Broner did lose that fight, bro, in my opinion.
I never saw it, man.
Yep. Adrian Broner, bro, he wouldn't let his hands go, bro, as usual. Typical Adrian Broner, you got to outwork.
That motherfucker fought that damn attorney in his last fight.
And he about to fight another bum in this fight. I can't even remember the dude's name. Like, I don't know what Don King got going over there, but you know what? This is best for Adrian Broner because we know he ain't really dedicated to the sport, bro. So he just trying to get easy paydays. That's why he begging Floyd for this exhibition fight.
Yeah,
I trying to cash out.
I think King is kind of like the little time 50 Cent was trying to promote. I think these other promoters blackball Don King, man. He can't get his fighters matched up with nobody of note. Yeah. So he just keeping Broner busy, I guess. Which I guess is good for Broner because he's at least getting some checks, you know what I'm saying? But I don't. And then I don't see him being a world champion ever again. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what weight it's at. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about he want to fight Regis, and he get knocked out the fucking
140. Mosquito, how the fuck is Adrian Broner gonna make 140? I just seen this nigga at McDonald's the other day with a gut, bro. Again, how do you get fat so fast, bro? Like, are you not staying in the gym? Are you not running, bro? Are you just? I guess I got a love-hate relationship with AB because every time I say I'm done fucking with the nigga, I go right back to rooting for him, bro. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't get it, bro. There's something about the guy that I like, but he get on my fucking nerves because you want to talk about wasted talent, Mosquito. Wasted talent, bro. Shout out to Jim Jones for putting that album out about 4 years ago. Adrian Broner is the epitome of wasted talent, bro.
Yeah, but the thing with him, man, he was talented offensively, but I saw the holes there. The thing with him at 30 and 35, he was able to kind of like Charlo at 54. Broner was able to overpower guys. You know, when he moved up, when he jumped up to 47, because like big bro, we can do that. We got shit you can't teach. We can do what we want to do. He chose Tyler Malignaggi. The problem with that was he got that WBA title. Top two guys in that sanctioned rankings were Keith Thurman and Marcos Maidana. He got to fight one of them. It ended up being Maidana, and we saw what happened. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't overpower guys at 47, and he was too lazy to make 40. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's my thing, Mosquito. If he couldn't make 140 back then, when he was a hell of a lot more active and in the spotlight, then goddamn it, he damn sure ain't gonna make it now. He only fight once every 4 years.
Yeah, even remember what was that? I think that was Jesse Vargas' first fight was at 40. Then a week later, I can't. We're gonna put it at 47.
Switch the weight. Yeah.
I think even this last one with the lawyer wasn't it supposed to be a 40 at first, then it ended up being
40. In a week of the fight, they switched it to some shit like that. Yeah, it's always something with Adrian Broner, bro. Always. It's always something. Hey, man, y'all drop your comments in the chat, man. If you're in the chat, make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all let us know who y'all picking tonight because after the fight, y'all know I'm going to go live. We're going to break it down again on what we saw. I don't want niggas coming in here saying, I told you mosquito spray. I tried to tell you, Thriller. Nah, nigga, we need you on record. I'm going to be writing down these fucking receipts so I can know who picking who and what round and why. So whenever the fight goes off, y'all can come on and pop y'all shit. We can all have a good time tonight. Y'all drop some in the chat. My bad, Mosquito. Go ahead, bro.
All right, good. They got a youngster on the card. This is a young middleweight guy. See, I forget his first name. I like him. He 15-0. He the first fight. Yeah, I like him.
On the card. Okay, hold on. Let me pull. I'm listening, bro. Go ahead. Let me pull this shit up. Has that Carmel dude fought that with Mayweather Promotions? Has he fought?
I think he did. I think he was in the all-fair fight. You know, it was his pro debut. He fought a guy.
Oh, because I had the prelims on, but I ain't seen him. So okay.
Yeah. I watched him too. But yeah, I guess he's the first fight. I guess I came on. I think Goucher was fighting Terrell Goucher, and I saw the Sanchez fight, which was I don't know what they're doing with Frank Sanchez, man. This dude should be,
He done kind of fell off the face of the earth, bro. Like, didn't he?
Yeah.
He beat damn, who was that he had beat not too long ago?
FL Jabba.
Yeah, that was a good step up fight, but after that, it seems like he just been, out of sight, out of mind, bro. And I like his skills because he's a Cuban boxer and he trains with Eddy Reynoso.
Yeah, he need to fight a guy. Like a good fight for him would be maybe Zhang or something. You know what I'm saying? Like let these guys get a title eliminator or something, man. He's like 20-0 now, 21-0 or something.
Hey, Mosquito, a fight I wouldn't mind seeing him take? I don't know if Bob Arum was gonna be willing to make that fight. Big Baby Anderson.
Ooh.
That'll be a good one. That'll be a slobber knocker. Somebody going to sleep in that fight.
Ooh.
Now that's a good fight. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if they willing to work with each other on that fight, or maybe that's a big fight that's possibly down the line. But goddamn, like you said, these dudes been fighting for a little while now, so it's time for them to step up, bro. All these fucking tune-ups, soft touches.
Yeah, and I understand heavyweights, come to fruition a little later. He's 30, but he's 31. You know what I'm saying? Get this guy, moving, man.
Yeah.
See what he see. Let's at least find out what he really got, man. He got rocked in this fight today. I don't know if you saw it.
Who?
But Frank Sanchez, he got.
Damn, I ain't see that. I was asleep. I ain't see that part.
He got a little lackadaisy. He had over on the ropes trying to walk him down. And he walked right into the right hand. And was on skates for a little bit and had to hold on for the rest of the round and stuff.
Wow.
But he got it back together, ended up stopping and stuff. But he's good enough. Like how he did a jog, but you know what I'm saying? Like a jog bang, he's slow, but that motherfucker punch like a motherfucker.
Yeah. He
you know what I'm saying? And Frank Sanchez, pretty much dominated him, man. Yeah, put him in there with Big Baby or the man Zhang to just stop Joe Joyce, or put him in with Joe Joyce. So, you know what I'm saying? Put him in with somebody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all this slow rolling shit, man. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a good ass night of boxing, man. The general's gonna perform, man. Brilliant performance, I think.
I think he got a lot to prove, bro. He been hearing all the chirping. He been hearing people say that he done lost a step. He ain't the same after the Bivol fight. He dug in this fighter. He dug in that fighter. I think he gonna make a statement tonight, bro. And he looked real good at the weigh-in. He looked real good, real chiseled, might I add.
Yeah, and he ready too, man. He just, it's gonna be a good fight. He's gonna find out.
As a matter of fact, the motherfucking undercard and just started now, so I don't want to hold you, man. I know your team about to play as well. My team got their ass kicked earlier today, but hey, man, at least they fought hard. Shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out to the Colorado Bus, man, for putting up a fight against USC towards the end of the game, because at the beginning, oh my Lord, our defense is shredded cheese, Mosquito. I mean, can we please get Prime some defensive linemen and offensive linemen? I feel so bad for Shador, bro, because it seems like the moment he hiked the ball, Mosquito, this nigga is running for its fucking life, bro.
Yeah, he been sacked a bunch this year. But I had stepped away for a little bit, went to the store and stuff when I saw, the first half and came back. Yeah, ended up being, they came within a touchdown, tying it up, man. And I believe so based on that, man, I do think, which I thought, beforehand, that the best two quarterbacks in the country was on the field that they playing each other, him and Caleb Williams.
Hey, man, Shador is nice, bro. And I love his patience and his poison. Even when him getting hit and sacked all the time, he don't never yell at his teammates. He just, you know what I'm saying? He get up. He just cool, calm, and collected, bro. And I think that's something that can translate easily to the next level in the NFL, bro. I think a lot of teams, hey, man, if y'all need a quarterback, Shador, I don't know if he's going to come out this year because we heard Coach Prime say he ain't going nowhere. But, hey, he might get tired of taking them fucking hits and ass whippings, bro. He probably want to go to the next level and get an offensive line. Hey, man, that boy going to be special, Mosquito.
Yeah, I like him. He can make all the throws too, man. And he ain't just, an athletic guy that's tossing the ball around. He can make the throws, like opposite side of the field to the sideline throws, all that, man. He can do it all. And he's composed and he's working with Big Brady. You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say that. Yep. Yeah, he has a lot of flash and pizzazz like his father. It seems like he really enjoys the game of football. Like he likes studying. You can tell that he's definitely prepared heading into these matchups. So, hey, man, I think sky's the limit for that dude, bro. And I like Caleb Williams, too, from what I saw today and what I've been seeing thus far. I ain't no big-time college guy. I'm just kind of really getting back into it this season because of Coach Prime. I ain't going to lie. But from what I've seen from him these last, 4 games, that dude is nice, too, bro.
Yeah, he actually drawn comparisons to Mahomes, man. He won the Heisman last year, and he probably gonna repeat this year. He's gonna be the first one since Archie Griffin to do that.
That's who they comparing him to, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. You see, because you know they got them NIL deals. You see, shit, he got all kind of commercials on TV himself. You know, as a college athlete, man.
Ain't he making just as much money as Shador, if I'm not mistaken, or right behind him? Ain't they like
I'm not sure what the
NIL? Okay, I thought I saw
they
that.
probably is.
Okay,
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, man, Mosquito, man. Hey, man, shout out whatever you want to shout out, man. I'm about to let you go because I know the fight's on right now, and then we got the big roll tide. Who y'all playing today, bro?
We got down Mississippi State. They got a favor by 14, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, then. So I'm gonna let you enjoy your game in these fights, bro. We're gonna double back after the fight and do what it do, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, drop some comments in the chat. Put your motherfucking predictions in the playback or in the chat right now. If you want to donate to the channel, the Cash App is I Said It E3. Once again, it's I Said It E3. I will see y'all after the fight. And just like that, we are gone. Appreciate you, Mosquito. Holla.
Yes, sir.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Goat thriller, back better, iller, pound for pound. Killing these topics with analytics. Silencing all the critics. Trying to bite the style, they get sun like children. YouTube villain, podcast killing. So antagonistic and prolific with the swiftness. Make sure you make weight before you trying to debate. Yeah, I said it and I never hesitate. Hit them with hooks cause these rooks took the bait. Start the show cause goats never hesitate. Ducking smoke, got them sweating at they toxins.
Yeah,
Goat thriller, cleaning up the sport of boxing. Aight then.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I fucking wait.
I am the greatest.
Yeah, I said it.